Hello, my lovely starborns. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Today, we are getting messages from the higher intelligence assisting you on your path right now. All right, whenever you're watching this. So, the intelligence that is helping you, we are going to get messages from this benevolent being, and I'm going to keep it open ended. Let's see what comes through. So, in order to help you pick your group, I'm going to pull out three cards from this deck. This is for my love. Two more. Let's see. All right, group one, group two, and group three. Okay. Let's see. Group one, your card is Stone Stories. 24. Group 2, your card is The Lesson. 46. And group 3, your card is Rainbow DNA. 42. So see which one is calling you in. Choose your group and I will see you while you're reading. Hello, group 1. You chose Stone Stories, number 24. There's this pretty bird here, so it's giving me communication messages, a lot of it pouring in for you. Let's see. Let's look at your oracles. Third eye activation, yeah. Inner vision, clear seeing. All right. Mentaken. Strong energies. A blue crystal is going to be just the thing that you need right now. Any blue crystal. Of course, I'm gonna say lapis and aquamarine. Lifting the veil. Leadership. Beautiful card. Look at that. Understanding. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Great. The higher intelligence energy working with you right now wants you to pay attention to what's in between lines. Okay? The signs that you're getting, you need to take a deep look at things, all right? How you are picking up energy around you, how you are making sense of everything is changing. There is like a knowing that you're coming into, and you're definitely moving into your role, the very role that you came here for. Many of you, you have an established spiritual practice. If not, your guides are aligning you. I mean, there's already an alignment. I feel like it's not like something that you were just starting. No, it does not feel like that, especially with third eye activation here. What it seems like, this energy of your celestial essence is basically being grounded right now. You are, it's like you are going to stand in your personal stronghold. All right, I did mention lapis and aquamarine. All right, so there is this special message coming in for someone. You have to be very, very careful with what you consume. You have to take care of your physical vessel more than ever before. All right, and you're going through deep activations right now. You're being moved into your light worker role, especially with Mintagan energy being here. All right, this is the, and again, Mintagan is connected to the Orion constellation. All right, so by default, Orion energy is strong too, which, okay, and we do have the North Star here, which I connect with Seth, and with the black and white birds here and Saturn energy here. You know that certain things, and okay, the element of water is strong in this group. Certain things take time, okay, to bloom. So the higher intelligences, you move differently in this realm, okay? You know the limitations of time and how others can perceive it in one way, especially when they are asleep, unawakened, let's just say. And for you, it's not the same. Maybe initially it was at some point around this period, you are coming into this knowing, all right? It's like you are in the inn now, you are in the sky high club, which you have always been a part of. But around this period, it's like you are finding your footing, all right? You're not confused. Confusion is lifting. It's like a very focused energy, a very grounded energy, all right? And I would suggest that you use a root chakra stone around this time. And crystals will be very good for you, especially with the stone stories here. It's all about, yeah, ancient carvings and messages and how the stories were passed down from generation to generation, folklores and all of that good stuff, yeah. And you are also a natural storyteller, okay? So that role is also being highlighted here. And yes, with the clear seeing and the clear waters here, you understand the chaos of emotions and how it is like a very human thing, to get caught up in the tsunami of emotions and stuff like that. But with the lifting of this veil now, it's like you have access to different visions, different way of looking at the very thing, and you understand it from many different angles. So in turn, you basically question everything, yeah, but you let things be. So there is this, again, the emphasis here is on, yeah, awareness, knowing. It's like a very exalted positioning, and this process was not a quick one. It took a long time, okay? Most likely up to 8 to 9 years or more. Some of you have been on this journey for 30 years, believe it or not. And now it's time to stand in your positioning, and you are in the right place, and everything is falling in place. Believe it, even if you, I mean, there is an inkling, you know it, you can feel it in your energy, you know the shift is here, you know you are in the midst of it all, you know you are living this shift. You see, it's giving me very chaotic energy, and then over here it's like very balanced, and again, the duality is very, very strong here. And with third eye activation, it's like you can see through the game, and it's not like that this energy comes in, stays for a while, and dissipates. No, this awareness is going to be deeply rooted and grounded, that it's not something that is going to remain elusive. Like it is kind of elusive if you look at it, right? When we get caught up in human emotions and also base toxicities of our very basic animal nature, we forget all the spirituality and higher wisdom and all of that, right? And we just like we give into chaos, and it takes a long time. It takes a lot of practice, and learning from our mistakes and falling down, getting up again and again, all of that, to get to a point where you're like you finally rise above all of that. That is what is happening. And this higher intelligence, yes, Orion origin, definitely Orion origin, but also I'm picking up on this dark energy here, so it's not just all love and light, which surely makes sense because you need the other polarity to kind of like make it make sense. Just light is never going to make sense, right? Light and darkness together they hold the ultimate truth, the absolute, right? The whole, the source. Source energy combines of both light and dark. So I'm also picking up on this set sort of energy, right? The especially with the polar bear. I want to pull out one Egyptian card for you for some reason. Spirit, show me. Oh, whoa. Look at that. There's your chaos. And that is what I'm making sense of. What else? Yeah. It's a primordial. You see how the snake is standing on top of the snake's head? And he's focused on what he's here to create. This is connected to the seed of fire. So definitely you're moving into your creative element. You are going to give it voice. You're going to give it the attention that is needed. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a shaita underneath. You're creating here, you're building something. You have already built something, and around this period it's like standing in your role and not second guessing your energy. No more of that. This is clear knowing, and this to and fro is leaving. This is deep shift. Let's get some tarot. Lifting the veil. All right, you definitely are. And definitely a lot is falling out of your life, especially the chaos is leaving, because it has served its purpose. It has taught you what it had to. And with the 1-3 here again, it's a 4. It's like, and over here even the energy is balanced, right? 4-2, that's 6. So it's like balance. And you are here in the middle of it all, where the transformation is becoming whole again. It's a very wholesome reading, by the way. And I don't know, you could be feeling a certain way, especially like physically. You could be feeling a bit, mm, you know, on the low. But then sometimes it's like all this rush of energy comes in from nowhere, and you just want to get up and go. You want to just get up and do things. And then there comes a point where you're like, oh, I just want to rest. So listen to your body, okay? Rest. Also, when you're guided, go for it. But I would suggest don't push yourself too much, because you could notice, you will, I guess, hypersensitivity will be a thing here. So I'm not gonna sit and tell you what to do. I know you guys are already at that point where you know how to deal with it. Alright, so you will not let it overpower you anymore. Let's get some tarot spirit. Show me. Oh wow, look at that. Another six of swords. It just fell there like that. Earn success. What am I saying? It's that is why you are coming into this leadership positioning. Look at that fortitude. That is strength, and that is you overcoming your basic instincts. You are. It's like taming the beast. Show me. Seriously? Alright, it was hidden. The card. Wow, Nine of Cups, look at that. Material happiness. Beautiful. And see, this is you consolidating, accepting, living your gifts, right? Your gifts. And with the leadership being there, I mean, you're being assisted by this intelligence in grounding your energy, yes, but also it is helping you with your tangible life, all right? So that strength of foundation will be felt in your material world too. Definitely. This is a very independent energy, and also like the kind of energy that it's like it's hard to explain, and maybe some people won't be able to make sense of what's up, like they can assume things. So the thing is, count your blessings, just focus on counting your blessings and don't explain things to anyone. The way your blessings are coming in, this is through your gifts, this is also through what you do, the work that you do. Immense expansion happening there. Oh yeah, it's very well earned and energy, and again with Saturn being there, a long process. Okay, a long process. Are you kidding me? Look at that Nine of Pentacles. I cannot make this up. Yes, this is totally and we have three elements here, so very balanced energy. Empress, wow, what are you guys doing? A lot of material gain is here and material happiness. I'm telling you, the role that you're moving into, this is what you were born to do. All right, this is connected to your core purpose. That is what you're being aligned to, which makes total sense with divine feminine being here, because I feel like this year is going to be so massively expansive for you. You have no idea. And it is also because you have been questioning things, even if you were not explicitly loud. In your psyche, in your being, you were always questioning, and you're not settling for less. Even if it looked like that in the moment, it was just you taking your time to figure things out. So it's like this connection with how you understand the messages that are directly from God, from Source, from the Divine. It is, this gift is a blessing. It's a blessing, even though it can sometimes feel very overwhelming. Like sometimes you don't want to know certain things, and even then you're given hits after hints after hints, right? Cues, and yeah, you just like have to listen. But the thing is, it has helped you in more ways than you can imagine. And with Mentagon energy here, this is, yes, the original light workers, yep. So your spiritual gifts are definitely expanding massively. Look at that. No more of this energy. It's like you're moving into this positioning through contact with this higher intelligence, it almost feels like a new energy where it's like very balanced as to there's this knowing with this higher intelligence as to how things actually work in the 3D realm here, all right? So it's like they understand the spiritual warfare at play, yeah, and this chaos that is often uncalled for. So, around this period, the way things are changing, it will be very different. You don't have to worry about warfare, let's just put it like that, because you are reaching some sort of solidity that is hard to make sense of. So, people can have opinions, but good for you that you've always had this vision in your mind's eye, and now this shift is only going to make you feel very blessed. Yeah, it's one for the storybooks. It's that sort of energy. Oh my god. The hangman. This god. That's Venus, by the way. Again, wow, what is up with you guys? 10 of Cups. I also feel like, again, Spirit of the Mighty Waters is here. I also feel like if you guys are single, there is a grand love coming in. Even though I feel like many of you are alright being on your own, and it is actually serving you right now. So first, of course, and even if you're already with somebody, that connection is going to strengthen. This shift is big for you. It's like life changing. All right, I'm feeling it. I'm just gonna take a peek. Yeah, Princess of Wands. A lot of cards, man. Wow. Tower. Okay. Hierophant. 10 of Wands. See, you have this knowing, you have this universe, the word, yeah. It's the end of suffering, believe it or not. It is. Like, I mean, just give thanks to the old energy that you could feel that deeply. I'm just gonna tell you that, because the way your life is shifting, and this is deeply energetic in nature, it's like the shifts that has taken place on the mental plane, in your emotional body, in the spiritual world. When it starts to show up in the physical, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed as to how your burdens are taken off. And trust me, this is the result of all the work that you have been doing. And this was very required for the positioning. Look at that Venus. This is Shukracharya, by the way. And this is he's a teacher. Okay, and all this occult symbolism at play here. I wonder what this glyph is. Looks like Neptune. I think it is Neptune. Neptune is connected to higher spirituality, and the element of water is very strong for you guys. I just feel like I'm also getting this message that it's very important to shower, especially like if you spend too much time outside and stuff. Every time you go to bed, make sure you shower. If not, a foot soak would do wonders for you. You have to be sort of productive of your energy. And you have to focus on the purification and keeping your aura logged in, especially when you are meditating or doing any kind of psychic work. It's very important. You're protected and all of that, yeah, but remember, tie your horses, right? So you tie your horses. I feel like you are in for a very beautiful surprise. Also, those of you, if you're caught up in a connection that is not in alignment, I see it ending. I see it being taken out of your life because it has been holding you back. All right? So beautiful. Work with this energy. You're already doing it anyway, but yeah. Saturn is here to bless you. And with the Pluto transit, yeah. A lot of acceleration here. Major shifts in your tangible reality. Major shift. And this is all the work that you have done. It's a result of that. So make the most of it. You're wiser, you're better, you're exalted. And it's time for you to enjoy the fruits. And this is the kind of energy where credit belongs to you and you alone. For some reason, I'm getting that. So all you and your higher self and your spiritual team. No one else. Not a human outside of you. That's what I see. I hope this helps. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 2. You chose the lesson card. Here's your flower of life. Number 19 is important, which is a 1. And this is also a 1, 4, 6, 10, 1. 1. A beginning. I'm almost getting like this energy of end of an era. And a new one is here. Let's see. Let's get your cards. Yeah, the central sun. Here's your rejuvenation, renewal, regeneration, it says. Success, abundance, downloads. Beautiful. Also, golden flame energy is functional for you. The initiation. Wow. Okay, beautiful. There's so many shiny crystals here. And here's your lightning. I love this card, right? End of an era. Yeah, this gray part is like gone. You've been through massive kundalini activation. And you've dealt with a lot of darkness. But see, this is what you're coming into around this time. Let's see. Yeah, this card, it keeps showing up here. Keeps showing up. You guys, you have a pioneer spirit, okay? You guys are here to create this new earth that we are grounding. Beautiful. This is what lies beyond this gateway. This. And you see there is another destination here. And your origin is definitely directly from the stars. And the biggest one is here. The sun. We often forget the sun is a star too. Wow. That's the whale energy. And the moon is kind of like hazy, you can't really see it. Darkness is being lifted, and yeah, look at that. I mean, it's like this tiny baby whale is anchored to the mother. Whale sounds could be very healing for you. And I do see travel here. Travel is strong. You're being prepared for travel, okay? Which is as yeah, this is a dimensional travel, yes, but I also see a physical one for sure. Yeah. Mars energy is here, might, discipline, karma. What did I say about the snakes? Yeah, you've dealt with some. Not the good kind, but yeah, it was all a lesson, right? And these are the karmic points that you actually set for yourself so that you can turn yourself to gold. Yeah, it's that whole process of alchemy that you established for yourself. And the sun and Mars energy being so strong here, it's that beautiful fiery twin energy, right? With the red planet and a solar sun. Solar sun. It's also giving me gateway energy. So, yes, the flares are big for you because with the influx of this heavy solar flare activity, right? This you've received a push. You've received a push to face the sun. There, there, were- there was a period of darkness you were caught up in, and no matter what you were doing, you were unable to. Yeah, just like I'm unable to speak right now. You're unable to. Yeah, a throat chakra was definitely affected. But look, the haze is, the fog is lifting. Also, this is like mental haze due to whatever it is that you were doing. That is lifting, okay? This is you receiving soul clarity. And this is traveling away from woes, past woes, very tough energies that you dealt with. So now you're going to utilize the strength for good. That's exactly what you're here for. So this higher intelligence working with you right now is helping you move away from all of this, helping you look at the clear picture, and is helping you to transmute the darkness in the light. And in turn, you are being put on a path. This is initiation because you've crossed the threshold. You have crossed the threshold. So now it's like any kind of stagnancy, it's lifting, it's falling off. I do see travel here very heavily. Let's get your tarot. Two of Cups, yeah. Another whale-like figure here, you see? Seven of Wands. You're winning. Yep. Maybe the lessons came in through friendships, relationships, your emotional place. I don't know why I said place. Yeah, your emotional space was targeted. But I kind of pick up on this very creator like energy where it's almost like the karmic points were designed by you because you know what gets you. So this is because you wanted to learn next level of transmutation, believe it or not. Yeah. And you wanted to experience deep human emotions. Yeah, but I feel like coming into your Mars energy, I think you're almost done with it. Let's see. Let's pull some more tarot. Show me the temperature. Seriously. Came out in reverse, but yeah, look. Nine of Wands. Lord of great strength. Yeah, it's the card of the wounded warrior, right? The Sagittarius energy. Three of Wands here. Travel. I'm telling you. Travel is strong here. It is you moving away from limiting beliefs, from it's almost like all that heavy stuff is dissolving away. It is just leaving your life. I think you're sometimes you're the kind of person you're afraid of your own passion, you know, because I don't know, there's something very fiery about your energy. You guys could be creatives, highly creative people. And through the light code activations at play right now, mm, allow your physical body to catch up to this frequency shift, okay? So you would need some alone time, some resting time, all right? You have to show this self love, okay? Give yourself love. Yeah, I just heard a lot of noise in the background, so it's like disconnect from noise. You could be in this space where you get annoyed, you get like triggered easily, and then it's just like, and then you switch. So no, nothing's wrong with you. You're not crazy. It's just that you are hypersensitive, and which is kind of like a collective energy. But for you, it is pronounced. All right. So you need to be in your safe space. You need to give all that love to you. Yeah. See, this is that card, right? What did I say? End of an era. And this is the universe here. And it's like great one of the night of time. Yeah, the dark night of the soul is over. You have crossed the threshold. Look at that, Six of Wands victory. And now, of course, you're moving into this firepower, which makes sense with the Jupiter and Leo energy here. Well earned victory. This is a level up even in spiritual hierarchy. All right, now you are like prepared to tap into some gifts that are being delivered to you through the lightning here. Look at that. You can see the colors again. Eight of Cups. You did have to walk away from certain things that you thought would be it, and it wasn't, and maybe it took a toll on you. I see some three energies actually, three things that you thought were permanent but wasn't. Yeah, could be four as well, maybe more, but it's like just when you thought this is it, it wasn't it, because there is something about you that is you're like a traveler, you're like a time traveler, yeah, but there is something about your energy where you're on the move in every way possible, okay? There's something about not settling in some ways, and you have to keep it moving at all times. You guys, I am picking up on grid work energy for you. You guys could be grid workers, like active grid workers. Passive, most of us, we are passive grid workers. We are, regardless of whether you're a light worker or you just have a higher sense of spirituality, and you are anyway tapping into the source energy and grounding it here on Mother Gaia. Just a minute. So yeah, grid worker. No, I was getting another message. I'm also getting, yeah, you have been this and you have played this role even before your awakening. It was like an unconscious process. Yeah, so I was saying twins also, right? Regardless of, yeah, even I'm getting this weird message that you're coming to this knowing that you have been on the twin path, but it it was temporary, and you know that the contract is over, which kind of makes sense with karma being here for the Mars card, because Mars is about severing, right? It's about cutting things off. It's okay, and also Mars is in its exaltation right now, which is in Capricorn, right? And yeah, around this period, the intelligence is giving you some clearer visions, almost like a dream word could be active too, where you are understanding why certain things didn't work out the way you thought it would, and you're making a peace with it. Does it make sense? And you, of course, it's not easy, but like wherever you are headed, look at that. It is wonderful. You're in for a beautiful surprise. Though I feel your energy is very detached. You don't care at this point. Oh wow, look at that. This is what I was getting with 8 and 2 of cups. It was the 10 of cups, right? But now you actually have the 10 of cups, and this is your perfected success right after the abundant success. So again, this is Mars in Pisces, Mars energy pronounced, right? And this is Saturn in Pisces. I think Saturn is in Pisces right now. So the astrological energy is strong for you because, yeah, that is big here. Again, look, Eight of Pentacles. I do see movement. I do see movement away, and it's like a major shift in your life. And whatever you're walking into, beautiful, beautiful surprise, and it will be fulfilling at the deepest soul level. It's the kind of fulfillment that you didn't know that you needed. Does it make sense? That's what you're tapping into. If you thought whatever you have lost or walked away from was the very thing, it was the done deal and nothing can go beyond that, you're wrong. What else? Look at that. The star. Cannot make this up. Four of Wands. Wow. I love your reading. It's the kind of wish fulfillment that you didn't know that you needed. You did not, you could not comprehend it more. Like, it's like it is your soul directing you, okay? And of course, the intelligence at play here is, it's almost like, you know, they know what they're doing. And again, it's like you are the creator of this whole process, and it is like a beautiful story playing out, right? And of course, this is also putting you in a position where this is a very powerful positioning to the, regardless of what it is that you do, all right? How you affect people around you, there's something crucial about it, because you are going to, you already do actually, you inspire a lot of people, but there's something, the major shift here is leading to some sort of shift. It's like a positioning. You're being positioned in such a way that is going to be big for the collective, and also the collective bubble that you are in. So your immediate surrounding will be affected. You are already, so this community work, this is like you will be very, I'm getting the word lucky for your community. Yep. It's a surprise how it's happening. it, you're here to do something groundbreaking. Pioneer energy. And look again, the astrological symbolism here is again telling me the transits are very important for you. It's the tree of life, but look at the tree of life, it's monochrome. It is yeah, you guys, and over here as well, the wow, this is the kind of codes and energy that you're locking into the Earth's matrix. Believe it or not, it's very difficult to actually put it in word what I'm feeling here. But it is the kind of energy that is coming directly from the source, and it is not a lot of people are attuned to this energy. So that is why the karmic points that you set, all of that is serving a bigger purpose. And of course, you will have a lot to celebrate because you are attaining success here. This is perfection of some sort, okay? I'm not able to do justice to what I'm feeling here with this. But again, this is uncommon, rare, and it's the energetics at play. It's big too with the whale energy here. This is massive, so this is going to be massive for the entire collective. Alright, that's all I see. I hope this helps. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 3. You chose the Rainbow DNA card. This is connected to quantum shift. Remember what scientists call the junk DNA, which is almost 95% of the DNA. That's called junk. It is quantum energy. And the colors here with the rainbow DNA, of course, this is all about the energetic shift that is rooted in the light code activation. This is chakra alignment, yes, it is. But something big is happening here through this particular activation. You're working with multiple beings, so the higher intelligence here is interdimensional. Also, elementals are definitely here, so you have a guide in every dimension. Does it make sense? So multiple intelligence. Let's look at your cards. Order of Melchizedek. You seeing the spiral here? It's a very beautiful, very spiritual energy. And Melchizedek is is the order of the Christ, basically. So you guys are definitely tapping into your personal Christos. You could be connected to Jesus, Mary, Archangel Michael. You could be interested in Sufism. Even the Zohar mentions this energy. In the Islamic word, Melchizedek is considered the green man, Khidr. It's known as Khidr. And it is, there's a, I don't know how I found out. I was down in one of the rabbit holes long ago and I found out that it was actually Khidr, and I think he was an Atlantean. And he is actually responsible for the megastructures that are present here on Earth. And you look at this card, the pillar, the monolith, the obelisk, I don't know what it is. It's a lot of things. It also looks like Eye of that guy from the Lord of the Rings. I'm not gonna take his name because this energy is totally different. But for some reason over here, this is giving me the inverted pentagram. But yeah, you can see, right? It's massive and it's like a portal opening. It's like ripping open in the sky. And the laser beam. Wow. Yeah, I am enchanted by this card. Melchizedek. I'll read from the book for this one. In a temple. Wow. You see the mega structure here, the pyramid. The Syrian energy is definitely at play here. Major Syrian light code activation that is leading to this quantum shift here. You are waking up your so-called junk DNA, and this is reaching out for some superhuman energy. Inner Earth. Wow, cannot make this up. Again, this card is connected to all the mystical land and civilizations, especially the lost lands. All the mystical places that are present here on Earth as well as in other dimensions. So again, there is a lot that is going on for you guys. A lot of messages coming in, taking risks. And look at that. Over here, even this guy is kind of like ripping open. A portal is opening here too. And high positioning is like a place is being set, you see? And, and even here, it's like a journey ahead. And you have to take a leap of faith. I won't be surprised if you're going through some sort of upheaval in some area of your life. Wow, yeah, the Empress. Beautiful. I actually want to read from the book for this one. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. You could be tested around this period. You are most likely being tested. And this is connected to some sort of major shifts in more than one area of your life. Let's see. Melchizedek, whose name means King of Righteousness, is the first high priest mentioned in the Bible, the one who initiated all the great teachers that followed him. He is mentioned in several Abrahamic texts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls and also the Kabbalist Zohar. He is an ancient gatekeeper of light. The gate is open for you guys. And look where It's very energetic in nature, of course it is. But see, with the Empress showing up here, it's like, and the inner Earth. So the Earth element is present here too, and you guys are absolutely grounding that light through your personal grid. And this is going to show up very differently for each one of you. But before this happens, this is anyway happening. You are grounding the light, you are the light bearer, regardless of the role you play. And when I say light bearer, it doesn't have to be explicitly light worker energy. Remember that. I just feel like you guys have had a sort of mundane, very entangled sort of um, life so far, very earth based, very 3D based, right? Because you're this catalyst, more like. So a lot of work has been done, and a lot of it's like it's this energy of a catalyst that you hold in your blueprint. All right, so when you come in contact with people, shifts happen, and also the area you reside in and all of that. I mean, it's intertwined, yeah. Just like that. So again, what I'm trying to say here is, regardless of your profession, regardless of what it is that you do for a living, or how you live your life, or whatever, you guys are light bearers. And this also means you had to face a lot of darkness. And this is also reminding me of group one. And see, you have this Venusian energy here, which is all, again, green energy is very strong, right? It's also the energy of heart chakra. So you guys are also tapping into this unconditional love after after experiencing what you have experienced, to still have this capability to experience this unconditional love for all. It's sort of magical, and it is coming in because you guys are very gifted, and soul is ancient, and the higher intelligence working with you, they're basically utilizing you in multiple ways to ground this light energy into the earth's matrix. For you it is like far more accelerated, but around this period, the message that I'm getting here is, you will be tested, and you have to make a difficult choice. And you know what it is for you. It's going to be different for each one of you. But it's a very deciding factor around this period. And you know what you have to do. You have all the codes, you have the insight. All right, let's see. Now, the order of Melchizedek, which was mentioned by Jesus in the New Testament, is a divine order of very high frequency light beings, angels, and masters who are working together as an energetic force dedicated to lighting up and outshining all darkness and bringing a greater balance of masculine and feminine energies to the earth. Yeah, this could also be a progressive energy of group 2, because Mars energy showed up there, and over here we again have the divine feminine. But it is a bit different from group 1, all right? Because group 1 was at that point of an integration where they're looking at, and they're just like understanding and tapping into the potential of it all. Over here you're already like, you're like, this is progressive energy from that group. It's like your seed is already planted, you know? Yeah, you're pregnant. I'm also hearing choices. Choices. Choice is important here, you guys. Choice. All right. So when you're feeling challenged by something that feels like a big life lesson, call in the order. Okay, so you can say this: Order of Melchizedek, light bearers, angelic beings, and cosmic guides, thank you for enveloping me in your brilliant crystal clear light. Clear quartz could be good for you, also Lemurian. Yeah. So you've learned a lot here, okay? You're recognizing the great lessons that you've experienced and the challenges that have brought you to this point. And again, you have to make a choice. For some of you, I feel like you have already taken that leap of faith. So you're already walking in the choice that you have made, and see, it is going to be a very profitable time of your life in some ways. Some ways, yeah, more ways than one. Okay. Light is with you and within you, and by invoking spiritual support, you will be able to muster up the strength, courage, and focus you need to surmount whatever challenges you face. Yes, if you need guidance, get it. Ask your guides, tap in. You're being led to the river. It is up to you whether you choose to drink or not. Okay, let's get some tarot. From what it looks like, yeah, you're drinking and you're skinny dipping in the river too. You're doing a lot in the river, okay? Yeah, um, but yeah, it's like it's a very life-changing energy. It is like a total shift from your lived reality, okay? And you have to follow your heart. Your heart space is important, especially with the green energy here. You need clarity, and that is gonna come in the more you tap into your inner truth, your soul's guidance, okay? Your soul knows what it's doing, especially with the quantum shifts that are taking place in your DNA. Let's see. Show us, Spirit. This is for my breakthrough. Five of Wands, yeah. This is Saturn in Leo, right? The High Priestess. You're being redirected in a way that is sort of making you uncomfortable, because you could be second guessing as to, are you enough? Do you know enough? And all of that, so maybe doubts are surfacing. You're not sure where your life is taking you. You're not sure what's happening. It's also that sort of energy that you could be overwhelmed too, okay? And maybe you are attracting some sort of conflict with others or whatever. This energy is going to dissipate the more you move toward the choice that you have to make. I can see the candle going out. Yeah, this is like yeah, Five of Swords. Yeah, it just went out. I'm going to light another one for you guys. That's a message in itself. Make of it what you want, okay? You are at the final stage of something that has to go. It cannot continue. Just cannot, and you know it, what it is for you. As soon as you make that choice, as soon as you move out of conflict, and this is also working through your self esteem issues, this is also spirit checking you. Are you confident? Because, and this is also about having faith. So your faith is being tested here. And this is deep because it's like you're being tested for what you live, you know, you're the light bearer, remember that. But I feel like something happened here which has totally set you up. But the reason the candle thing happened was because you need to say bye to something in order to start afresh in some area. And the progress is going to be fully aligned, and it's going to put you in a place, it is going to provide you that position where this is you at the soul level. This is what you're doing. You're bringing all that light energy and you are grounding here. That's one thing, but a lot is happening in between too. See, you're very much connected to a lot of soul clusters, many soul clusters. You see, this is not a coincidence, the circular imagery with the star point in the center. So you're like a unifying force, a 0 point for certain soul groups. So this is like a big move. You're getting orders directly from the house of God with this card here. And it requires that you say bye to some mundane stuff. Everyday chaos, everyday noise cannot come in. Okay. Spirit shows. Also, limiting beliefs. Yeah, that's what confidence energy is coming in. Limiting beliefs, lack mentality, self esteem issues. These are the things you have to work through in a more pronounced way. I'm not saying that you necessarily have to deal with these issues, but it is coming up here, and this could very well be unconscious, where sometimes the ego takes over in order to make us feel better in the moment. But this is like a, remember, depth is highlighted here. You have to leave behind certain internalized patterns, and you have to maintain the energy of unity consciousness, right? You have to tap into it at all times. You have to basically embody this energy, which is, of course, it is, all these shifts are doing a lot to your body also, so definite deep heart chakra activation, especially with Saturn and Leo showing up, is like that place, the heart chakra was restricted. There was this energy of you hitting that point of atrophy almost, but it's like, yeah, just like the candle, but yeah, it's like a revival, it's like a revival, and whatever happened here served a purpose. So I always say that, but this is a different kind of revival, because look at her, she's pregnant. Read into that symbolism as you see fit. The star underneath. Again, choice. You have to make a choice and you could be confused. This is big because what happens after the choice that you make? It's very, yeah, life changing, but it is deeper. There's something else at play here. This is a test and all of that, yeah, but there's something more that is going on. I feel like you will make the right choice because you are already in the sort of energy where really you cannot go wrong. You cannot. My only advice here is to pay attention to your heart's calling. Pay attention to that pull, okay? Do not snuff the light, okay? What else? All right. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, are you seeing how your very dreams are hemmed between two fives? It's a test. It's a test. And kind of makes sense. Look at that. Justice. It says don't give up, right? Your troubles are also a test. Believe it or not, it is. Because I don't know how you're being tested in a weird way. Okay, so I'll try to mm, make you understand as I see it. Of course, because it's a general reading, it's different for each one of you. But the one story that is coming in here is, let's just say, you have been acting from your heart space, all right, in a situation where you've been really betrayed or stuff like that, but you were like, fine, whatever, like, okay, there's still love, let's give it a chance, yeah. And you go out of your way and you do your best, all right, to make it work and whatever. And then out of the blue, out of nowhere, it just, let's just say, it just falls to pieces. It's like, and doesn't have to be like where a person is basically abandoning you or anything of that nature. No, it's almost like you're pushed to that point where you are asked to decide for yourself whether are you going to stay in this energy where you're being breadcrumbed and stuff like that, or are you going to choose yourself, yeah. And you choose yourself, and that makes all the difference. And now also the kind of energy you embody after you choose yourself. Do you hold resentment? Which is the, of course, so it's normal human behavior, and it's also justified in such a storyline, right? But there's something about what you do after you choose you. Do you send negative energy toward that person, or are you tapping into your light energy? Are you actually living in that light energy and you're like, you are just tapping yourself in the back and you're like, okay, you did what you could, and now if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, so you keep it moving and you wish this person love and light and all the good stuff, and you mean it, and you just detach from the situation, right? And there, bam, something happens for you. It's a major shift. So again, it's these little things which are transformative, all right. And these are not some things that we understand in one go. We have to live and relive many cycles with multiple people in multiple connections. Doesn't always have to be romantic. Again, remember, it's not always romantic. Mostly, it's like, family, friends, and yes, of course, romantic, even workplace. But this is about connections, your human connections, and also the circumstances and the situations you deal with, and how you actually act in everyday life. Are you just here to okay, hold that light frequency and ground it, yeah, and all of that, but like, you're still rooted in base toxicity? Of course it is going to affect your very channels, right? So these tests are put in place, and especially if you are working with such ascended council, your responsibility is bigger, and your life is not easy. It's not. But that is what is happening here. So tests are in place, you guys, and especially if you have been living through some karmic cycles, you know better now. You know better, especially with your positioning. You really do know better. So I'm just gonna say, are you living it? Are you living the better in every day of your life? Or are you still acting like a victim, which you know you are not? We can never be a victim no matter what happens. That's not what you are here to propagate, right? You don't have, I know this can be tough to hear, but you just cannot afford to. Seven of Swords. I think 5 7, 5 7. 11 11. 1114. Eight of Cups. It's, yeah, it's required. And with all the minors here, it's also telling me this is connected to your everyday life, okay? How you move on the daily. This is connected to your everyday interactions. Are you living the shift every single day? Since you are so self aware, since you are this light being, are you acting out of this higher wisdom? And this is also about boundaries. Because, see, because you have access to that unconditional love, and you are tapped in like that, and you do have access to this bigger picture, and yeah, you dance with the unity consciousness on the daily. So there could be a flip energy to this too, where it's not about acting out of hurt and egoic place and all of that. It's not about that. For you, it's more so like, are you still allowing others to breadcrumb? Are you being a doormat and thinking that is love? It's about that too. I know I cannot really explain this as I feel it, but yeah, that is the quickest way to explain this. Where for many of you, it is about leaving behind what you know is a loop, a karmic loop, a setup for you, a trap for your soul. And again, this is no surprise for you. You know it. And even then, sometimes you stay in it. Why? So again, that choice has to be made. And I'm sorry, you have to do it for you. Because you do have assistance, all the signs, all the knowing. This is about courage, making the choice for yourself. Empress, Nine of Wands. See, this is the shift. This is the quantum shift I'm telling you about. From the wounded warrior to the Empress. Let's keep the minor here and major here. Yep. And we do know this is the end result here, right? Queen of Pentacles. Some of you, you're afraid of your own power. That is why this is not you are. First of all, no one can make you their doormat. No one. It's all possible in the name of love. In the name of love, you let a lot slide, okay? And that's all right because you know better. You have access to energetic codes and you live those codes, which are sometimes beyond other beings that you surround yourself with, okay? And you kind of know that. And so you keep moving in this high honor. And again, you see the DNA is here too. It's like you're being held down, and you have allowed yourself to be held down because you're also afraid of your own light and you're afraid of shining too bright and all of that. It's a lot of unconscious stuff here. But around this period, you cannot continue. And also, this is also again so layered because I think it's a lot of you are here. And also, it is many of you being okay, like it's all right for you to be a villain in other people's stories, and as long as it makes them feel secure and safe about themselves and whatever. So you're being moved out of these roles. You have to kind of say bye to all kinds of limiting anchors. There are also hooks that were placed through these connections in your very aura, and all of that is disintegrating. Yeah. It's time to live your truth like you mean it. So you would know which message is for you. Take only what resonates. Again, I'm going to be very clear here. Like, I don't always say this, but I'm getting it for this group, this particular group. Whichever story fits, take that. But the ultimate decision here is to make that choice where you will have to move out of these setups, these connections, where you're either a villain or where you're either like overlooked just because your light makes others uncomfortable, so they just want to contain it, dim it, and all of that. And also this sort of energy where people manipulate in the name of love, you can see right through it. And even if you are this light bearer, you are this beautiful being, but remember, you're having a human experience here too, right? So your heart chakra gets affected, and that is your power center because, yeah, it's the channels need to be open. Yeah. So whenever this happens, it's like Spirit is telling me, focus on the Empress here. You need to sit on your throne, and that's the Phoenix here, basically. So it's like all of this low, low level everyday stuff cannot continue. That is like a big move for many of you because you have to make some decisions. I feel like many of you have already made these decisions and you've removed yourself. Yes, you have. Like you have taken back your beautiful energy. Like you were. It's like you cannot give more and more of what the other person doesn't already appreciate. And even if they do, it's like they're just incapable of accepting your warmth and your love because sometimes, I don't know, it triggers their demons and it makes them want to just bring you down to their level and stuff like that. So you've been dealing with that sort of energy too, right? So for some of you, yeah, affected your heart space and all of that. For others, where you were still going on and still being this giver and all of that, even your heart space was affected. Okay, your heart chakra was facing major blockages. That cannot continue. It cannot. And you are being removed out of this. And again, I'm not saying that it's just over and everything. I'm not actually saying that. It's just that all you have to do is focus on yourself, and on yourself. You have to nurture yourself. You have to water your own soul around the spirit. Are you seeing inner temple, inner earth? Inner. That's an emphasis. And then the DNA again, deep. There's about depth and all the inner workings at play here, right? So agents are being sent your way and you are being tested, but it's time to make that choice. And those of you who know what this is about and you've made that choice, you know you know who you are, right? No one can make you second guess. Not that I don't feel like you did, but it's like, it's the nature of this reality that it can actually affect us, especially when, yeah, yeah, look at that, 3 of Wands, movement, 2 of Swords, again, choice is important here. Tower, because the choice is being made anyway, okay? And with the moon in Libra here, it's like indecision can lead to stagnation, whereas you have to keep it moving, especially with the 3 of Wands right underneath the taking risks, all right? Because you know your strength, and this could also be you waiting for others to catch up. You don't have to wait, you have to keep it moving. That's your job. Others will catch up if they're supposed to. Remember, soul clusters. So your role is bigger. You cannot wait anymore. Don't have to actually. Because again, I'm getting this is trivial. This is trivial. And it is like these are just dots coming your way and you can see through it. And you are in this positioning already. This is also attacks. Okay, these are attacks too, in one way or the other, because some people know you're moving into your Empress energy. I want to get advice for you. This is layered, very layered, but because the kind of intelligence that is working with you, I'm telling you, you already know. You can sense, you can feel, and you know that the choice is already kind of made. What is the advice here, Spirit? High Priestess, what am I saying? I've been telling you, you know. So just follow through now. Follow through. Look at that, the sun. You know that you cannot wait for others to catch up. You cannot afford to dim your light anymore. You're pregnant with possibilities. This is you on your creative path. Now, this creation could be anything, but of course, this is connected to your core mission. So that's what I see here. Your reading is very interesting, and I'm just seeing the time. Wow, 42 minutes. Okay, so that's all. That's all. Okay, you know what this is for you. You know what you have to do. Make that choice. Take that risk. Take that leap of faith. Your soul knows what it's doing, and you know who is guiding you. Who all are guiding you actually. So allow the shift. Okay. All right. That's all I see. I hope this helps. And anyway, it's happening. The shift is here. And this is also connected to the codes, solar codes. Shift is anyway here. So I hope this helps. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.